going to show you how to make a Z-fold graduation card. And I actually designed this one and turned it into an SVG file. So let's start by uploading the SVG file. You can see it defaults straight to cut image. That is because this is a true SVG file. You can also see it comes in fully colored and layered. This is the benefit of using an SVG file. You just click on this button and you can tell it's selected because of the green outline. And now I'll add that to my canvas. This will come in all grouped together and you will need to ungroup it because there are some lines in here that I put in for your score lines. And when you're making an SVG file, I can tell it in that software for it to be a score line, but when it transfers over to Design Space, it sometimes loses that information and will default back to a cut line. So if you go on your layers panel, you can find these two vertical lines. I'm going to hold my shift key so I can grab both of them at the same time and just change them from a basic cut to a score. Now, there's one more thing you need to do so that this card will work just how we want it to. So you're going to have to attach those score lines to the white card base. So you'll hit ungroup. Then we want to go find the white piece, which is right down here. I'm going to actually bring it up to the top. This is a newer feature on Design Space that you can slide things around on the layers panel instead of using the arrange and bring to front. So now I can select both of the score lines and that white piece, and I'm going to click the paper clip over here for attach. Attach holds the placement and position of things. So now everything is staying together. Now I can say arrange and send that to the back. And all of my other pieces are there and ready to go. I'm going to click save. And now when I click make it, you can see that it says it's first going to score the card. So it's going to score those lines. Then it'll cut the shape. Then it'll go on to cut the black graduation caps, the red lettering, and then finally the gold lettering and tassel pieces. I am not going to videotape the entire cutting process. We'll pick back up after everything's cut and for assembling this card. Now that we have all our pieces cut, we can start to assemble this card. You can see the little score lines in there, and you're just going to fold on those score lines. I like to kind of get them started, and then sometimes I even come back with the bone folder to make sure I have a nice crisp line. And the way you want to fold this is so that front flap goes to the left, so that it kind of opens like an accordion almost, and it's a Z fold format. Now I'm just going to lay out all my letters and numbers and line them up onto the gold pieces. And I'm going to use my Zig two-way pen so that I can put really fine lines and details of my glue onto the back of the lettering and then glue them in place. And through the magic of video editing, I can just very quickly put these letters in place. Now that all the letters are attached to the gold piece, it's going to make it a lot easier to just place all of that onto my card base at once. So I like to use a combination of a tape runner and my glue pen. I put the tape runner in some of the larger areas, but then I'm going to add the glue pen glue up on the letters. And this is just to help because it's a thinner area and I can't get in there with the tape runner. Now we can just do the same thing for the part with the graduation year. I don't know why, but I just love the presentation of this card and how it opens up. I have designed this so that it should fit in a standard business size envelope, so you don't have to get a special envelope at all. Now it's time to put the graduation cap details in place. I do like to kind of place them and position them before I put the glue on and just make sure that you don't have the wrong piece for the wrong side before you lay things down. For the little dot in the center of the cap, I am going to use my glue pen and put a dot of glue in there. And then I'm going to grab my pin pen, which typically is used for weeding vinyl, but I like to use it for small pieces of cardstock too, because now I can just poke it with the pin pen and place it right on top of that glue. Now we have to flip the whole card over and put the graduation cap details on the opposite side, because remember, when we go to open and close this, we're actually, depending on if the card is open or closed, going to see both sides of that graduation cap. And that's it. Your card is done and ready to give to your favorite graduate. You can change this out and do it for any colors, be it high school or college. Before you go, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. I love to hear from you.